Hello, everyone, and
Hi.
welcome to this first session on this track for the Global XR Bootcamp. Joining me today here we have Arome Ibrahim, joining us from Nigeria. Hi, Arome. How are you doing today?
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm doing fine. Happy to have you here, and you have a very awesome talk, I think. But first, let's start with who you are. Can you tell a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you live, and what you do?
Okay, great. Hello, Global XR community. My name is Arume Ibrahim. I'm from Nigeria. I'm an African. I'm also a 360 VR content developer. I run a startup called Express Immersive. So our goal is to create imaginative and engaging experiences using virtual reality and augmented reality. Um, my focus for this session is how we can utilize virtual reality for tourism. So I'll be sharing some insights, some knowledge, and also current solutions that are being used around the world to transform tourism.
Awesome. So let's dive into your presentation. I would say share your screen.
Great. Okay. Um,
There it is.
Sorry.
Perfect. I will add it. I can see it. We can hear
Great.
you.
Great.
Good luck. And I will gather the questions. So, audience, please put the questions you have in the YouTube chat during the session. We will gather them, and then at the end we will go through them. The stage is
Awesome.
yours.
Great. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on this awesome session. I must appreciate the Global XR Bootcamp team for giving me this opportunity to speak about current solutions being utilized around the world in regards to tourism. So I'll be sharing my insights and also ideas on how we can reimagine tourism through virtual reality, right? So I'll be talking about how virtual reality is transforming the tourism and travel industry all around the world. So the breakdown of this session is simple, right? I won't take much of your time, but I'll be making sure I'm sharing some valuable insights and also ideas about VR, especially in tourism. So we'll be talking about how the basic understanding of virtual reality. I'll also be sharing about virtual reality for travel and tourism, also VR in tourism marketing, right? And also VR applications in the tourism industry. And lastly, I will share about the benefits of virtual reality for tourism. I'll first of all start with a little story about how I got started into XR. So it all began in 2018 when I bumped into one of my I would say mentors, Ben Claramont, on YouTube. So he shared some tutorials about how to get started with 360 VR using the Insta 360 One X, right? And since then, it has been an amazing journey. I've been able to create a startup that have so far offered 80 businesses in my country VR experiences for their locations and also their services. And I must say, VR is transforming every industry from education to tourism to entertainment to even fashion. And I must say, the future is really going to be immersive. Okay, so let's get right into it. So I'll do a brief introduction about myself. I am an immersive tech entrepreneur, a digital strategist, and also a 360 VR content developer. I'm passionate about tourism, especially virtual tourism, indirectly creating experiences for users all around the world that don't have the opportunity to travel. I'm also the co-founder of Express Immersive. So we're a virtual reality content development company, and we create immersive, innovative, and interactive VR solutions for Africa. So VR, I must say VR is it's the next big technology so far, right? It offers the potential to create substitute experiences that may be useful for heritage and natural preservation, right? What this quote is just saying is VR can transform the cultural and heritage industry and in the long run transform tourism and travel, right? Some heritage sites, especially in my country, are not easily accessible by users. And I believe if you can deploy virtual reality to such locations, digitize them, create a platform whereby people can engage with them from all over the world, it will create a meaningful impact for those communities, and also create a revenue for those members of those communities also earn. And I believe using VR for tourism is going to really create a great boost, especially post COVID-19, when businesses are trying to restart, especially businesses in the tourism industry. So I hope you all are ready. Let's begin. So I know there must be some newbies on this call, right, that don't know what virtual reality is about. And I must say I was also in your shoes some 2, 3 years back. And I must say VR is more like creating a new reality that you can experience with ease, right? So it's either it's computer generated or captured with a 360 image or a 3D content. So virtual reality typically involves the use of a VR headset. So you can use a common the Oculus Quest, the Oculus Go, the Microsoft HoloLens, and and the rest. And it also helps you to be immersed in a digital environment. So VR is a digital environment that creates a virtual presence for users. And through images, sounds, and other physical sensation, users can be placed within a virtual world, which they can move all around, and also in some cases go to distant planets virtually. So, in the travel industry, especially post COVID-19, a lot of businesses have been affected, right, by the COVID-19 pandemic. And I believe utilizing virtual experiences can help them get back on track, create immersive content, and this can be achieved using specialized cameras, a drone rig, and also a VR software, right? And it's actually amazing. So this is like a VR headset. This is the Oculus Quest 2 that just came out, right? And with an Oculus Quest 2, you could have a realistic experience of a tourist location anywhere in the world, as long as that tourist location is captured in VR, right? So although VR has a very long history, right, it has become the mainstream medium for immersive experiences, right? We're looking at the Oculus Quest, the HTC Vive, the Microsoft headsets, and also the lower version end of the VR spectrum, which is the VR cardboard, right? And VR is not just about gaming. Personally, it's not just about gaming. VR is more about 360 VR content, more about virtual experiences, more about virtual reality education, which I'm very much passionate about, and also 360-degree images and videos. So I must say VR is revolves more than just gaming, right? Though a chunk of users use a VR headset just for interactive games, but I believe VR is more than gaming, and it can be applied in various industries and various spectrums. So this is the breakdown of VR users across different sectors, right? You have travel and tourism having 40%, movies, 360 VR movies having 36%. You have 3D photos having 34%. Museum tours, right? Some museums all around the world are now incorporating virtual tours and virtual reality experiences into their service offering. So a situation whereby a user is not located within that country but wants to have a virtual tour of that museum, right? All they could just do is just to go to the website of that specific museum and click on a virtual tour, and they'll be immersed within that space as if they were actually there. So one very important area is online shopping, right? With VR for online shopping, you could have end users being able to have a preview of what they're going to order, right? You have some sport brands now incorporating VR and AR into their e-commerce platform. So if, for example, you want to buy a sneakers right now, you could just go on the platform, click on the AR experience, use your mobile device and project it into your environment, and you could look at how amazing and cool the sneakers would look like before you actually order, right? And also post COVID-19, we have seen a huge increase in virtual concerts, VR concerts to be precise, and more event managers, more event organizations are adopting VR as also a service offering. And VR for sports, right? So imagine you could be watching an NBA game at your own convenience using a VR headset, and it looks as if you're actually within the space, right? It's amazing, right? But I believe the sector that will mostly benefit from VR is travel and tourism and also education. So this is like the breakdown of how travelers engage with VR, right? VR for tourism and VR for travel marketing, right? According to statistics, 64% would visit is a location or a space that utilizes virtual reality technology, and it's particularly within the age range of 18 to 24 years old. Right, millennials engage with innovative technology more, and also 31% will be able to book right a VR experience when they engage with it. So I would say a very good click through rate for location based businesses or tourist locations is using virtual reality. If you use a VR experience for to advertise your space, you could have 31% of people booking for that space because they already have an experience of how that space looks like virtually before physically visiting. And also 71% will download specific VR contents on their devices just to experience how a location looks like. Yeah, it's amazing how the numbers actually show the impact of VR for tourism and travel. So this is like a preview of a VR headset. I guess most users have not seen how or what a VR headset look like, but this is a short preview of the new Oculus Quest 2 that was just released by Facebook, and it's an amazing device, I must say. So enjoy.
Whether you're a VR vet or a total newbie, let me introduce you to your next headset, Oculus Quest 2. Quest 2 is our most advanced all-in-one VR system yet. Setup is easy, and in no time, you'll be immersed in an expansive library of amazing games and experiences. Inspiration is good. If you're new to VR, this is a great time and a great device to get started on. Welcome to the club. It's streamlined, light, and the new soft touch strap is easier than ever to slip on and off. There's 6 gigabytes of RAM and a new blazing fast Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 platform. And all this power and speed is going to an almost 4K display. That's more pixels to experience the wonders of the world in all their breathtaking glory and make the stars of the curious tale of the stolen pets cuter and fluffier than anything digital ought to be. And since games get bigger as they get better, you can get Quest 2 with 256 gigabytes of storage built in. 3D positional audio adds another layer of realism, adapting as you move. And the controllers are our best yet, updated with new ergonomics for an even more comfortable experience. And for the ultimate in immersion, some experiences even allow you to ditch the controllers and use your hands instead.
Amazing.
So cool. As far as experiences go, the library is massive and growing every day. Some of my favorites are Beat Saber, Phantom Covert Ops, Vader Immortal, and Arizona Sunshine. All the Quest titles work on Quest 2, and gaming is just the beginning. There's literally something for everyone. Immersive 360 videos, Netflix, live theater, 3D art pieces, concerts. And it's VR that's ready when you are. No PC or console needed. Once you set up with the Oculus smartphone app, you'll have everything you need to explore virtual worlds with just a headset and controllers. And no matter where you end up traveling, Guardian helps keep you safe so that you don't bump into any furniture. Now I gotta get back to finding those pets. See you in VR.
Great. Awesome. Right. So a major takeaway from that video is VR is really, really going to change a lot, right? And with more companies like Microsoft, HTC, Oculus, Facebook creating VR headsets that are affordable, that are easy to adopt, easy to get, right? More users will be able to jump into VR and experience it on a large scale, right? So let's jump into straight into VR for tourism and also location-based marketing. So according to the UNWTO, which is the United Nations World Tourism Organization, right, international tourist arrivals plunged 93% in June, right, when compared to 2019. This is due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and it really, really affected the sector. A lot of businesses, a lot of countries that depended on tourism as a major earner were really severely affected. But I believe we can restart tourism with technology. We can restart tourism with VR. We can start tourism with AR and other innovative emerging technologies. Great. So next up, I'll be talking about virtual reality in travel and tourism. Right, businesses, especially around the world, have quickly adopted VR. If not VR, they have adopted a digital technology. So most tourist locations that did not have a website post COVID did now have a website. Most of them are now adopting digital solutions. Most of them now have engaging and interactive social media presence. But I believe to top it all, those businesses need to adopt VR, right? Because customers will be looking to engage with pictures, with 360 VR videos of their products and services. And VR is a very good tool that can offer an effective marketing medium for marketers and also give end users a taste of what a tourist location has to offer. Also, another important point is the impact on travelers, right? I remember trying to book a trip to another city within my country. So what I did was I went on Google, I searched for how the hotel looked like, how the location I was actually going to go to look like. And I I wished I had a 360 image of the hotel and also a 360 image of the specific location I was going to. It would have given me a better medium for me to make good decisions on what I need to carry along, especially when going to the hotel or going to the location, how the location looks like externally, internally, and also some very specific information such as descriptions, aesthetics, and also how the interior basically look like. So another important factor or benefit of VR in tourism and travel is insights, right? With VR for tourism, users will be able to have good information about how a location looks like through videos and images, and be able to read reviews and make informed decisions about visiting that tourism or tourist location. So currently around the world, right, we have seen a whole lot of businesses such as hotels, travel companies now adopting VR as a service offering, right? So far, I remember us offering or working on a VR project for a hotel in my city, Abuja. So they wanted a VR tour embedded on their website to allow potential clients or customers to book, right? So customers can book in VR on their website, right? So if you're exploring the tour, you like the room, you could just click a button and you're able to book the space within VR, right? And you don't actually need the VR headset. You could use your PC or your mobile device to have that experience, right? So it's a very good tool to give end users an option to try before they actually come to your space for the first time. So this is a sample of a VR experience for a hotel. This is a 360 VR experience of a hotel. This can be embedded on the hotel website. It can be embedded on some social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. So Facebook and YouTube support 360 VR images and also 360 VR videos, right? And it's really, really a very, very engaging tool, right? So users can just jump in, look up, look down, see how the hotel looks like, and just explore. Sorry, make it better. Yeah. So with this, users can have a great experience. So you can view this on any device, on your PC, on a VR headset, on basically any device that supports um, a browser such as Chrome and also Firefox. So you could actually see the room you want to book, see how it looks like. Does it have the special feature you're looking for? See how the surrounding looks like, and just get wowed, right? I don't think there is any medium that offers this great experience for potential customers all around the world. So imagine maybe if the manager of this hotel is trying to pitch to some investors or some potential clients, all they could just do is just share this link with them, and they could view it on their mobile devices anywhere in the world and explore how the space looks like and what they are actually offering. So with this, the hotel could showcase all its features from its conference room to its restaurants, swimming pool, and any amazing space it has to offer. So this is captured with a 360 camera, right? So with a 360 camera, you can capture 360 image, which is not like your normal still image. So with a 360 image, it captures a 360 view of that surrounding, and you can stitch it and also create a virtual tour with it. Great. Sorry. Awesome. Yeah. So let's go. So this is another benefit of VR for travel marketing, right? There are some amazing underwater experiences all around the world that have not been explored, right? And during the COVID-19, a lot of people were at home. A lot of people couldn't go out. A lot of people couldn't travel. And from an insight I read online, right, we saw a lot of users adopting or engaging with 360 VR experiences due to their inability not to travel, right? So with this, they could actually have virtual um, field trips, virtual tours of spaces of or tourist locations all around the world, right? So with this, you could wow anybody, you could wow any audience, right?
You drift through this place and you see
So this
these
is an
stands
underwater
of one
experience
coral
in
reaching
360
up
VR.
like the uplifted arms of a statue toward the sky.
So if you view this on a VR headset, it's amazing.
And they
Trust
have
me,
that
it's
beautiful
really
orange and
amazing,
golden color.
and you could just get lost in it. Right, you get really lost in it. I remember when I first tried it, I couldn't get off it. Right, like for hours, I was just viewing one experience to another.
I'm here in Buck Island as one of the components of my story for National Geographic magazine.
Yeah, so this is in National Geographic magazine underwater VR experience.
Right now, there are very few places in U.S. waters that are fully protected. but yet
Yeah,
on land,
let me
guys,
just keep trying.
they're struggling.
So you could also use VR to tell good stories, right? You have documentaries and also other media has been told in VR, right? And it's amazing. I wish I could show you all,
Buck
but due
Island
to
was
time,
one of the
but
very first marine national monuments that was created by President Kennedy in 1961.
great. So let's move on. Sorry, sorry. So I'll be talking about VR in tourism marketing, right? So we just saw how VR is being adopted in some really engaging travel experiences. Now I'll be talking about VR in tourism marketing, and one of the most common or most efficient medium VR is being used in tourism is for marketing, right? Location-based marketing, being able to capture tourist locations all around the world and create memorable and immersive experiences, right? And it gives you that presence of being there, right? I remember when I explored the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, right, by air panel. It was amazing, right? Using a VR headset and giving having that feeling of being in Egypt, being in the pyramids, right, of Egypt. It was great, right? And this, I can see regular pictures and regular videos cannot give you such immersive experiences, right? But with a VR experience, you have that emotional attachment to the content, and you trust me, after viewing a 360 VR experience, you would really want to look for another one and obviously explore it. So I must say for every solution there must be some insights or some numbers being followed with it, right? So according to a study by Omni Hotels, they found out that online travel shoppers who have experienced virtual tours or VR experiences were 67% more likely to book a room online, right? So if a hotel has a virtual tour or 360 VR video on their website, on their social media pages, on their YouTube and Facebook platforms, it can result to about 67% of their target users being able to book, right? Why they're being able to book is because they can have a first-hand experience of how the space looks like, how the hotel room look like, how many toilets does it have, right? And it also gives them the feel of presence, right? And gives them that venue to make very good informed decisions on what to even bring along, right? When they look at how big the hotel room looks like, they would be able to know that they can carry more luggages and, if possible, carry more um, family members along. Also, in 2016, by Greenlight, right, claims that respondents feel connected to a brand that uses a VR content. So, post COVID 19, more tourism brands are now adopting VR. More um, more location-based businesses such as restaurants, such as hotels, such as tech hubs are seeing VR as a very good marketing tool. And according to Greenlight in 2016, 53% of consumers are more likely to purchase from a brand that utilizes VR. Trust me, a brand needs to really adopt VR. If not VR, adopt AR, or if possible MR, because the future of marketing is immersive experiences. That's super. Applications in the tourism industry, right? There are some amazing applications currently being adopted all around the world, right? For example, we have what we call a virtual booking interface. So imagine you want to book maybe a travel ticket or book an airline ticket, right? And you can do that in VR. You could book for a hotel or a flight booking in VR. Trust me, it's amazing, right? Some companies around the world are currently doing that, and some major airlines such as Qatar Airways, KLM are already using VR to create a platform whereby users can see how the inside of the plane will look like before they actually book, right? And it also helps to replace traditional means of advertising, such as using static videos, using pictures. People want to be in an environment they really want to go to. So VR is really a good marketing tool, right? So, so this is an example of virtual reality for travel and booking experiences. So this is a startup that is currently working on this, and it's an amazing solution.
Imagine if you could search for flights, walk through a plane to select your seat, book and pay for your trip using virtual reality. We live in a 3D world. Why shouldn't we shop for our future travel this way? An Amadeus company, Navitaire, unveils the world's first virtual reality travel search and booking experience. Travelers will be able to select a destination and a date for their flight. Once selected, a traveler will pick the flight and see the aircraft seat map to select a seat. You will also add other services to your booking. Once you have all set for your trip, you can move ahead with the payment. This could change the way travelers will purchase trips, helping airlines and other travel companies become the next generation retailers. In the era of the empowered traveler, Navitaire and Amadeus are helping airlines to shape a personalized customer experience at every stage of the journey.
Yeah, great. So what this startup is doing, they are trying to help airlines and travel agencies to simplify booking experience for users, right? So a user can book for their flights, they can book for other additional features of their tour, right, maybe to a location, such as the vehicle they'll use when they get down from the plane, the hotel they want to go to, and all that can be done in VR, and even payments, right, for those services can also be done in VR. So this is one application of VR that is very dear to my heart, right? Currently in my country, there are some heritage sites that are not easily accessible to users, right, due to the terrain and also the environment those heritage sites are located in, right? But with virtual reality, we can document those sites digitally and create a platform whereby users can have 3D experiences of those cultural and heritage sites. And also, this can serve as a medium whereby we can preserve those places, preserve those contents for future generations to come, to be able to see and have an engaging and immersive experience of those heritage sites, right? So most of them are, should I say, are currently in a poor state, right? But digitizing it, we could actually um, keep them in a medium whereby users can be able to know that this is how it actually looked like before it it vanishes or so. All right. So virtual reality for virtual heritage experiences is amazing, right? You could go to some of the UN World Heritage sites and experience those locations virtually. Anywhere in the world, you could do that. So VR for culture and heritage sites, it's amazing, and I would really appreciate if the culture and tourism ministries in most of the countries adopt a strategy whereby they could digitize their cultural and heritage content for users to actually enjoy virtually. But it does not, should I say, replaces physical visits, right? Physical visits are also amazing. Trust me, they are amazing. So this is a 360 VR experience of the pyramids of Egypt that can be viewed on YouTube, on any platform, sorry, right? And it was captured with a 360 camera by a panel. So with this, the, the pyramids of Egypt have been digitized, and users can experience it at their own comfort. Right. So if there's anybody that has never gone to Egypt, you could actually go to Egypt virtually using this panel solution. So this is a virtual tour guide. This is my tour guide. So he's actually showing us around the pyramid of Egypt. So imagine how many heritage sites you could actually explore in a day, right? At the comfort of your space. So it's amazing. Yeah. So this is the tip of the pyramid. Some old relics. So it's amazing, right? How you could actually have a virtual tour of some amazing spaces around the world in VR. Great. Let me don't waste your time. So I'll be talking about the benefits of virtual reality in tourism. So like this is like a summary of what users, what travel agencies, what tourism organizations can actually benefit from VR, right? So with VR, it allows users to have to imagine themselves at a destination. So with a VR experience, I could imagine myself being in at the Eiffel Tower, right? I could imagine myself being in the Amazon forest, being anywhere in the world at my convenience, right? And also being able to showcase 360 degrees of destinations in high resolutions. So some current videos of some tourist destinations are not in high definition, right? But with a VR experience, which is captured in 360, users can actually have a very clear view or a very clear understanding of how that tourist location looks like in high definition. And also it enables users to explore a scene at their own will, right? You could go anywhere in the world, even in the midnight, right? When others are sleeping, you could just put on a VR headset or just turn on your PC and take a virtual tour or a virtual travel experience to any location in the world. So it's really, really beneficial to um, tourism and also the travel industry. Also, it creates memorable and unique experiences for users, right? I remembered when I first of all, like, encountered the VR experience, I was really, really attached to it because it gave me a medium whereby I could go anywhere, right? Even if I did not have the resources at that moment to go to that space, but with just my PC and with my headset, I could interact with anyone, anywhere in the world, right? So VR breaks limitations, it breaks geographical barriers, and connects people, right? VR connects a lot of people via virtual um, platforms and virtual avatars. Also, it also provides travel experience to those who cannot travel. Right, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been there was basically lots of restrictions on travel, right? And from that, we're able to observe that users were able to engage with VR experiences, right? Since they couldn't travel, but they could travel virtually, right? So a lot, a lot of travel companies, travel organizations really saw VR as a tool they could use to kickstart tourism, and I'm super glad that it's been adopted on a wide scale. Also, it allows travel companies to stand out of the crowd, right? I know the competition in the travel industries is a lot. It's very competitive. And to stand out, you need to adopt technology. To stand out, you need to adopt emerging tools, right? So this is like a suggestion to travel companies all around the world. Adopt VR into your service offering. Adopt VR as a tool to engage with your potential customers anywhere in the world. So that's it. If you have any questions, any feedback in regards how VR can actually um, kickstart tourism, or how VR can boost tourism, I'll be really open to answering. If you have any questions in regard content development and other innovative solutions in regard to VR for tourism, I'm also open to sharing and also giving more insights on it. Um, Thank you so much for listening. You could connect with me via LinkedIn just by searching for Arome Ibrahim, and I'm open to partnership, collaborations, and also sharing insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was really great. I really enjoyed seeing all those sites, and it made me wish that I could travel again or actually buy one of those virtual VR headsets now, because it's been
Yeah.
a long time I went to the pyramids. It was good to see them. That it was not available a few years ago. You could not even dream of being there virtually. It were just pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this development now is probably going really fast.
It is. It is. It is.
Cool. There are no questions from the audience at the
Okay.
moment. So if anyone still has a question, this is the moment to put them in the chat and ask them. And if that is not the case, then I'm sure you can contact Arme on Twitter, and we saw his LinkedIn
Yeah. So you
about
could
how to
just
do
search for
this.
Arome. Yeah, Arome Ibrahim on LinkedIn, and I'll be glad to connect.
So then I think we're going to close this session. I want to thank you
Great.
for joining the Global XR Bootcamp and kicking this
Thank you so
track
much.
off. And I
Thank you
think
so
we're
so
off
much.
to a good start. We will
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
you back again in 18 minutes with the next session on channel 2
Awesome.
from Renee about the RR cloud is real.
Great.